Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting to our program wherever you are connecting. I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Like and share to family and friends. Try as much as possible to welcome anyone you can welcome around you so that they can join us on this very program. Like, keep sharing. Do not keep the message to yourself. Try and invite somebody to join us. Try and invite someone to join us. So welcome. Like and share. Please like and share. Keep sharing. Keep sharing on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbors. Everyone that is close to you. Let's get involved and preach this gospel. Welcome, 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 welcome. We must continue to preach this message and get to as many people as possible. Please like and share the program. Like and share. You can't afford to be out of this very program. Like and share. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbors. Share to everyone that is close to you. Let's carry this message at the end of the earth. And before we go fully into the program, let us listen to our inspirational music. Let's listen to our inspirational songs. I appreciate everyone who has connected. Please, as you join the program, invite somebody to join us. Do not be here all alone. Try to invite someone to join us. Try to invite someone to join us. Before we go into the program, let's listen to our inspirational songs and music. Then we can commence the program. welcome, my beloved sister Linda TV. Thank you so much for joining my sister. Welcome, my beloved sister. Emily Kesigo, you're welcome. I don't know why that sharing this is hard. I can't just understand what it's doing. YouTube allows for certain things. My beloved sister, I don't know what they are doing. Well, I share from my other listen. I can see it in my other phone. Maybe it's from your own listen. I was able to share the program from my other phone. When I started the live, I used another phone to share the program, and I was able to see it. Maybe it's from your own side. Sonny, you're welcome. My sister, don't mind them all. YouTube is just for certain things. You're welcome, my sister Diana. Thank you for joining. Welcome, 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 welcome. Please like and share the program. Click like and share. Make sure you invite at least one person as you connect to the program. Don't keep the message to yourself. It is very important that we bring somebody in because everybody must be carried along. This radical evangelism must get to all ends of the earth. So let us participate fully. But before we go into the program, let us join our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on a prayer. To offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who sat in heaven. Therefore, as we always comment, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance.
You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come. Yes. That these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the BBOs, the Ison, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
He said, welcome, 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 welcome. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program, wherever you are connecting from. Please, if you have not shared this video, make sure you click like and share. Click like and share. It is mandatory for everybody that is part of us here, every one of us here that want to make sure that the message goes wide. Please click like and share. It is as important as the message itself. So please do your own part. I am doing the little like I can to bring this message. I need your support to make sure that we reach to the people we are supposed to reach. I can't do it alone without your support. Your support is highly needed. Your presence is very, very, very important. So as you join us on this platform, I urge you to please play your own role by sharing. Make sure you invite at least one person. Make sure you invite at least one person. make sure that you invite at least one person to this program. Sorry for that interruption. No matter what happens, no matter what you see, no matter what you hear, you must never get distracted. You must never, ever get distracted. The enemies we are up against, we do everything to keep us down, but we will not get distracted. Before we get fully into the message of today, I have to welcome everybody that have participated today, wherever you are joining us from. If you are connecting from Biafra land, from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, Nigeria, Russia, China, Israel, I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every single one of you. I thank you for being part of the program. And for those who are joining us for the very first time and those who are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this platform where you are watching this video today is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals. We don't come here for saga. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, to encourage Biafrans and remind Biafrans to hold on to their legitimate right of freedom, right to self-determination, right to self-defense, and right to life. What we do in this platform is to debunk every lie the enemies are telling against us, against our Prime Minister, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever you are joining us from. This is an interactive section, a morning section, and you know each morning when we come, it is always an interactive section, a section where we interact with the world. I welcome every one of you. A section where we will exchange views, exchange discussion. So wherever you are connecting to this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama to please and please participate and contribute your own quota. If you have a question to ask, you have a contribution to make, you have a prayer to say, whatever you want to say and contribute or question or whatever, the link is there for you to use and join us on this platform and air your opinion. When you are coming up, make sure that you are covered up properly, because we will not accept you if you are naked. You can't be naked on this platform. It is not mandatory that you must show your picture. If you don't want your face to be seen, the most important thing is your word. You can cover your camera and then you speak to us. It's allowed. And it's not compulsory that you must speak in English. You can use any Biafran language that is suitable for you to talk in this platform. You can use the broken English. You can speak in your own dialects to capture your own region. It is allowed. The only thing we beg you is that when you are coming up, cover yourself properly, and again, make sure you keep your arguments civil. Anything you want to tell us, say it in a civil manner. We will understand you. As long as you make your argument in a very civil manner, we are going to understand you. That is all we ask. We are not telling you to throw away your opinion. We are not telling you not to say your word the way you want to say it. We are not telling you not to get angry. You can get angry. You can hold your opinion. You can say anything you want to say. But when you are doing that, do it in a civil manner so that the world will hear you clear. So that the Biafra Republic will probably get you. Our Prime Minister is also watching. He can be able to understand what you are saying. It is very important that we make a communication that others can understand. When you say a word and people don't understand due to anger or due to the way you speak it, you end up wasting your time and you didn't communicate anything. That is why it is important in communication that you must speak in a manner that your opponent will understand you and digest what you are saying. Fellow Biafrans, today we are going to talk about what just transpired in the court. Every one of us saw the appearance of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in court yesterday. Before his appearance, I did a program and I said, every single one of us that is standing under the Biafra government, under the command of our Prime Master Simon Ekpa and the Supreme Commander of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we all know that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in the hand of the Socio-political Republic. It is not in the court. It is not in the judges. It is in your hand. It is in my hand. And yesterday, you saw it play out again. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in our hand. We are the ones that are going to force them to obey their own laws. When I said it, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case, some of you might be thinking that is a made-up story. At least yesterday, you heard it directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke directly to you and I, and he told us, in the presence of the judges and lawyers, in the court, we saw the video that came out from the court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling them to their face, their evil. He exposed their evil in their face, and the judge was dumbfounded. Now you understand how serious the whole issue is. When we say Nigeria is irredeemable, that is exactly what we saw yesterday. When we say Nigeria is a lawless country, you just saw it yesterday in their court. When you say Nigeria do not obey their own law, you just saw it yesterday in their own court. This is a country that will sign up for a treaty which became a law, and yet they refuse to obey it. A country where their own judges have interpreted what transpired and said it in clear terms that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB, did not jump bail. The court reaffirmed and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was innocently in his home, enjoying the bail that he was given in 2015. Enjoying his bail, and they sent the criminals. You saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before them, called them terrorists, and that's what they are. So when we address Nigerian government as a terrorist government, it is not a made-up thing. You saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their own court before them. He called them by their name. I am very proud of the person we have as the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The man you saw in court yesterday, that is the man we are talking about, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never changed. He has never shifted even 1 inch. He has not shifted 1 inch from where he is. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has not committed any crime known to man. The only crime he committed is that he is asking for his legitimate rights before the whole world. He has not committed any crime anywhere. You can't hold him guilty of any crime. He was enjoying his freedom, his bail. They came to his house to take his life. They sent terrorists. They sponsored terrorists in his home, even while he was coming to attend his court. And Chukwu Okeke narrowly escaped him. They didn't stop there. They chased him all the way to Kenya and they kidnapped him. After torturing him for good 8 days, they extraordinarily returned him to Nigeria. A crime, an international crime. They committed an international crime. A country performed terrorist act by kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and bring him back illegally is a terrorist act. And they didn't stop at that. Up to this moment, they are still carrying on their terrorist act of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, putting him in solitary confinement. How can you stand on all this illegality? How can you stand on all this illegality and you are now talking of bringing that man to justice? Which justice are you talking about? What justice are you talking about? The least thing that they would have done yesterday is to reinstate his bail. That is the least anybody can do. But of course, When they come in their conventional media, they will tell you that the judiciary is the last hope of ordinary man. But in Nigeria, judiciary is the end of an ordinary man. Judiciary is the final end of an ordinary man in the contraption called Nigeria. Now you understand why every one of us must wake up. We must wake up to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. And going forward, do you think any responsible organization or any responsible government, do you think that any responsible government in the world will blame the Biafra Republic of Nigeria for taking any action going forward? Do you think that any responsible government of the world we blame the Biafran government under our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for taking any action? Think again. It is a wake-up call for us to know that our freedom lies in our hand, not in the hand of any man or woman. We must have to stand up and do that which is right, and not wait for anybody. You're welcome, my beloved brother Daniel Chisom. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're here again. This is our platform. We appreciate this gospel. We must continue to send the message across. Just as we said yesterday, they are going to. Who cares? We are never expecting them to do anything. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is with us. And until we wake up and do what we have to do, as we are already doing, it is only Biafra that will give him that freedom he deserves. Go on, my beloved brother, and speak to Biafra.
Thank you, my brother. And may God continue to bless you and strengthen you for the good work you are doing.
You say?
The question some people supposed to ask themselves is, what did Nnamdi Kanu want? What did he want? One. Two, so many people are talking about dialogue. And 2017 or something like that, he said, we have crossed the Rubicon. People have died. There is nothing to dialogue. Simple answer is, he's not talking about his release. Nothing concerns him about release. That is number two. What did he want? Secondly, he is not begging you for release, because release will happen in his due time.
Absolutely.
And three, what type of encouragement did he summon to speak and tell them their evil korokoro in their presence? Is beyond human understanding. Every day we come, we pray for him, we encourage him, we ask God to reveal to him that he is not alone. That is what he saw. He saw that he is not alone.
Yes.
That people is solidly behind him.
Absolutely.
Stand with him. That is what gave him the courage. Do you know that our supreme leader can read? Because before he must use glass. But yesterday he read. He pointed it. Is it not what is in your constitution? Is it not what your court said? All of them is marveled. We are not begging of his release, because his release will happen. We be a new Biafra know the day he's going to be released. And when we talk about release, is not with the condition. Is exactly what happened in the time of Israel at Oya, they go. It's not all about, in short, Oya, they go your house. This is road to Biafra, Oya, they go. That is it. Because, After that yesterday, I found out that 99% of Nigeria is moron.
Absolutely.
99% of Nigeria is moron. Even that name, where I was sitting there, give them the zoo. Zoo is better than them because animal reason. Animal re- you get as some if you're with a dog, if lion that is eating human being, if you train lion from the tender age, he reach 5 years, 6 years, he have know you, he can never harm you.
Yes.
But this one, since you so-called got independence since 1960, your government never know you. You look like chicken. Ụbọchị sọrọ ha ha nweta gị wee gbuo, nobody will ask. And you know they ask yourself that question. Our supreme leader is not begging for his release, and he's not begging for freedom for Biafra. He said, allow my, in short, we want to go. Simple as ABCD. We want to go. We don't want to stay. We don't want to stay. The time he's protesting in UK for betterment of Nigeria, where is Nigeria? Is it not the same person that is wanted a good Nigeria? And when he found out that the so-called Nigeria is not working, he changed music and said, it is, in short, our people need a good life. What are you even benefiting Nigeria that every time Nigeria, 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 Nigeria? Because I don't know what so many people is benefiting, especially poor people that they're talking about. Because this issue now, people that have money, even some politicians know the problem. In short, they are even tired of being in Nigeria. But
Absolutely.
poor people that even hardly to eat. How much is pint of garri? Where your land is fertile. How much is tubers of yam? Where your land is fertile. How much is juice? Where so
Wow, network. I think it's hanging. Our brother is having a network issue. Let's just exercise patience so that he can connect back. Once he connects back, he will continue with his line of thought. You can hear all the points he's making there are very valuable points. You're welcome back, my brother. Welcome back.
thank you. How much is rice? Now they're increasing tax on your head, tax of what you're not benefiting. Every day. After yesterday, I feel sorry for some. I look at the kinds of ways that is coming out in some people. I pity some people. Some people don't need to be liberated. Let them remain like that. But our own case is different. Me personally, I don't want to stay where I'm not enjoying what I'm paying for. You pay money for electricity, you're not seeing electricity. You pay your tax, you pay everything, but at the end of the day, you are not enjoying. In short, you are just feeding people for no reason. And they are clapping. One Nigeria, one Nigeria. Nigeria government never get their time, never get in time. Nigeria government. But I look at it, I laugh. I laugh at them because some of them, they no wonder The same people that say, Jesus, Hosanna to the highest, thou Son of God, they welcome him in Jerusalem as king. Now the same mouth that say, crucify him, lift it for us. You see in Nigeria today, somebody that is not, and it's paining me that even the so-called my Yoruba brothers that's supposed to have sense, that this Biafra is not only for Igbos alone, is for Oduduwa and Arewa too. Crucify him, not even knowing that it's for their own benefits. What are you benefiting in Nigeria? Now, some of them now, if they begin to kill them, like end the SARS where they pay them for toll gate, when they pay the youth on toll gate, how many of them nwere ego gote mma a ga-eji protect onwe ha? Ndị ara, mad people everywhere. He that have ear, let him hear. Our supreme leader is not talking about Israelis. Those that saying that because I hear somebody, he said it's because he's feeding well. I laugh. By the way, from before he come, is he not feeding well? You even where he match, you cannot even match there. People that have worked with Nigeria and go close to Nigeria, let them, all these people that is talking all this rubbish, let them go and ask Showore. That man have go close to Nigeria, he found out that Nigeria is full of evil. And that young man, he always hammer it again and again. Because the so-called Nigeria that you are fighting for wants you to remain poor, so that they will continue to be rich. They don't know that if Biafra, if not be say as we are talking about Biafra now, by this time you go see Tinubu's son contesting governor in Lagos State, and it's going to.
Of course, you are right, Sabrina. Your point is very clear.
So when your enemy begin to use their sons to rule you, you understand what they are made up of. Tinubu no get in time. Will Tinubu stand in 2 minutes with him? Even the lawyers is lawyer marvel. Even is that yesterday that some eyes of certain people open.
Of course. You know, they were surprised when the press was asking him where is it in the Nigerian law.
And he showed them.
He quoted it for them
but
and showed them,
some
and
people,
they were surprised.
They are surprised. Is this one guy said, is this man, is he the one that wrote the constitution? How that he never even he never think of this.
So when we call them terrorist government, now they understand that they are the terrorists, not Mazi Nnamdi.
They are the terrorists.
That is what their law says.
They don't know we mean business. We want to go. We want to go. We want to go and build our own nation. We don't want to remain like animals, where you will have constant electricity, where you will have good road. The reason why, because I'm seeing the reason why all of them, because everybody want to become want to commit one criminality or the other.
Of course.
In Nigeria today, if you are not evil as anything, it's hard for you to survive. Some people is using another person's sweat to eat. That is Nigeria for you. Because government is not working. It is time for everybody's eyes to be open. Biafra eyes have been open. The propaganda since una start to the propaganda since 2015. Yesterday Korokoro, another greatest, the man that you are even saying is defending himself. Korokoro is defending himself. This will not be lawyer, they defend himself.
They
How
were
many of you
surprised.
that shouting one Nigeria will defend yourself in Nigeria? You will go and pay lawyer, they will come and collect your money you're supposed to take to feed. Go to Western world. If you go to Western world, you are the one to defend yourself, except the thing have reached extent before you see lawyer. There are some minor thing you will defend yourself. I'm waiting for some people. I'm waiting for some people, even our sabos, to make comment about that thing yesterday. All of them is silent now. None of them is talking. Everywhere is silent. And now so they will continue to be silent. You want to diplomatic way. You want to negotiate Biafra. He said it's unnegotiable. This is what we want. The time we're supposed to negotiate it don't pass. What is our requirement? Let us have international airport. It's not when you want to travel to UK or any country, you have to come down to Lagos or Abuja. Let us have one seaport. Let our road be good. Let us have a good our school, our government school should be standard. And you people are here raising shoulder, Nigeria, and the same Nigeria, you are paying school fees. At the end of the day, when you pay the school fees finish, the same Nigeria will not provide job for you. And you are not ashamed of yourself. Anybody that is in Nigeria that is happy of
Of course, anybody that support the evil will follow him. If you're seeing evil happening and you're not stopping, that evil is going to follow the person. That is absolute. There's no two ways about it. We cannot continue in this way. Just like somebody is writing in the comment section, Sabrina Chukwemeka. What she's writing is right there. She's right. Biafrans, we are taking it upon ourselves to free the whole of Africa. Once Biafra is free, Africa is going to be free. And that is what they are afraid of. Go on, my brother.
so anybody that is praying for the may Nigeria happen to that person so that he go feel the heat.
You see?
So that the person will feel the heat. Because if it never happens to you, you will say Nigeria, my foot.
It's not a bad prayer. If anybody who is talking about one Nigeria, make one Nigeria happen to the person.
Happens to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so happy what I saw yesterday. And me, I know. Na Biafrans go take our leader out. This one is not by begging.
Absolutely.
And our freedom is not freedom of Azikiwe that he go and beg Oyibo to give them freedom. That Oyibo tell them this is what you're going to do. This one is total freedom from bondage, and we are not going back.
Absolutely.
For the sake of our children. If you want to remain in Nigeria so that on 30 years to come, the Fulani will take over your land. Go and remain with Fulanis and the people that is killing you. You that is a Biafran, you are a Biafran from Ibibio, from river, anywhere south, that is shouting P2B. Go and hear what they say yesterday. Say even if P2B will be president of Nigeria, it will be 2030 something, 2040 something. Go and listen. That is how they plan it. And all of una wey dey wait for governor, president, una dey deceive una sef. After Tinubu na Erufai Now that time Aerofy, but thank God we no go there for Nigeria at that time. That time
Exactly.
Aerofy go bring one spoke, all those machine spoke, put them for your nyash, it will come out from your head. Mad people
The
everywhere.
monster himself.
There they come. Make una dey there. Shetima na sent. Make una dey there. Na Aerofy, na Ingo, na after Tinubu, na Aerofy. That is how they do it. There is nothing you will do about it. So if you still be shouting one Nigeria, P2B, they are telling you in advance, is on a newspaper yesterday. If P2B wants to be president in 2049, I'll be 50 something. Go and find the newspaper where they write them, read them there, so that you will know where you channel your energy and your destiny to. So thank you, my brother, and may God bless you. My
Yes,
supreme leader, I salute you. More grace. May God continue to review things.
you say,
We are solidly behind you. As you
you
make us
say,
a promise and said, you are not going to disappoint us. Biafrans is not going to disappoint you. You are
yes,
going to celebrate with us, and we're going to dance with you. Kudos to our PM.
yes.
The only man that making the kidnapping of our supreme leader to be useless as anything. Thank you. May God bless you. Thank you, my brothers, our gallant men that is making sure that our parents are going to farm. Our sisters, if you go to farm, you will go and come back. Thank you very much. Those that is behind the atrocities that is happening in Biafra land, the land of Biafra will swallow you.
You say,
Whether you're a Biafran and you make a move, not Biafran, the Biafra land, and make a comment, they born you a placenta is buried on the Biafra land, and you rise up to say that Biafra land will not be in peace. Now that place they bury your placenta, that is where they're going to bury you.
you
And
say,
so shall it be.
you
We are
say,
not going back. If you
no.
like, continue your propaganda. We are not going back. After all, among all the Israelites that went to a journey to Canaan land, to land of food of milk and honey, is only 2 people that enter it. The other unbelief die on the process.
Yes,
So if you believe, you will see Biafra. If you don't believe, you will die like a chicken in the hands of your enemy. So thank you, and may God continue to bless you, my brother. Remain
thank you
blessed.
so much,
Thank
my
you.
brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is amazing. It is amazing. And we are here speaking, enlightening on where we are. Yesterday, you can see the truth of the matter in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And just as our Prime Minister have promised the zoo, from the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, he said that we are going to make the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu useless in the hand of the zoo. That was the promise he gave them. And today, that promise is being fulfilled. The only reason why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was to stop Biafra. It was to stop Biafra that they went all the way to Kenya and broke international law. And on reaching to Nigeria, it has become impossible for them to prove a case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because what they were trying to is to hold on to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and weaken the restoration of Biafra. That was their calculation, that when they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the restoration of Biafra will be weakened. But they didn't know that Chukwu Okike have a different plan. Today, what do we see? The restoration of Biafra have been strengthened more and more. In fact, the Socio-political Republic today, they are regretting why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If they have known what they know today, if the zoo knew what they know today, they would never ever make an attempt to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I bet you, it is possible that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with us, we might not go as far as we have gone today. Because every one of us knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody who has a listening ear. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody who makes a lot of consideration before he takes action. He gives a very long time. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for you. Probably, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still with us, we might not be on the speed that we are today. Just imagine, only 3 years. Look at where Biafra is. Only 3 years. Our declaration is stamped, and the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra is already stamped, and there's no going back. The Prime Minister of Biafra, when he joined this struggle, he said, I will not be in this very race for 3 years, for 5 years with nothing to show. This is a man of vision. A man of vision. When you are pursuing a program or agenda, there must be a target. For you to give people faith, there must be a target. From the moment Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, as the moment he came in, he mapped out his program on what to do and how to do. And even live on program, he told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that if there is nothing on the table, I will put something and put on the table. It was not just a word to entice people or make people clap for him. Today, you can see him putting things on the table, not just something, putting a lot on the table, putting everything on the table. He went ahead to say that instead of Biafra not to come in his time, that he will turn to a beast. He said, instead of Biafra not to come in his own time, he will turn to a beast. You hear the word of confidence. He said, I have come to complete what our eternal leader, Dim Odewegwu, started. These are word of fact. It's not like people who say, oh, we don't have what it takes to get Biafra. We cannot tell you that we can bring it because we cannot be able to do it. We don't have what it takes. Some will come and say, we are only evangelizing. We are not ready for Biafra. We don't have what it takes. I don't have what it takes to give Biafra. But look at somebody who didn't only tell you that he has what it takes. In his actions, you can see that he's putting things on the ground for the restoration of Biafra. Legally, that is the most interesting part of it. Every single procedure that the Biafran Republic is following is legal. Restoring a nation which will be able to deal with other nations. You know, you cannot start as an island. No nation can be as an island. You must have to relate to other nation. And the foundation that he's laying today is a foundation to create a room where Biafra can be able to interact to the whole world in a better standard. Take decision on the round table, on an equal level. That is where we are going. Establishing a country is not like forming a group. It's not a family community. It's not a family meeting. Having a country is not a family meeting. Today, you can see the standard is following. He is following every legal procedure. And I tell you again, I keep on reminding people, if you are in this restoration of Biafra today, you are still standing up to this moment, you count yourself lucky. You are intelligent. Only the intelligent people who are blessed are the ones that are able to stand firm up to today, supporting Mazi Simon. If you are still in it, thank your staff and be bold. Be bold to speak about Biafra any place you find yourself. Gone are the days when people will be hiding on the keyboard and be typing. Gone are the days when people will be hiding their identity. Be bold to identify yourself as a Biafra anywhere you find yourself. Be bold. Because the foundation of Biafra today is laid on a solid rock, on legality. And I tell people, if you don't know, if you cannot believe the legality of Biafra today, at least use the Twitter standard as a stepping stone. You know, I used to say that when you are looking at something, you must have a pointer that will show you that this thing is good or this thing is bad. There must be a pointer. Let us use the standard of Twitter. On Twitter, we have seen Twitter take away the account of presidents. The president of the strongest nation in the world, his Twitter account was taken down. And so many other prominent men. Once you are going against the law, once you are doing things they feel is illegal, you're off. But today, go to the platform for our Prime Minister Mazi Simon, the minister, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile, defending the government of Biafra before the whole world. with followership from all parts of the world. Followership from all parts of the world. Go to all these platforms, go to Twitter, and you see the kind of followership he has. Every operation that is carried out by the Liberation Army of Biafra, he defends it, he speaks about it, he talks about it. And in each point he's making, he will be giving you a backup evidence. They have tried different ways to kidnap him. They could not. Do you think that the security he's enjoying in Finland is just because it's Finland? It is not just because it's Finland, it's because he is following the legal procedure. Don't forget, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, read international law. And there's no way after the international law, he can now be going against the same law he read. He is a serving politician in Finland, serving under the leading party in Finland, active politician. Finland, that you and I know, is a very lawful country that respects human rights to the last. They have checked him and scrutinized him from head to toe, and he has not been found wanting anywhere. If you are not satisfied with that, for 3 good years, we have seen people come out and say, I will expose him, I will expose him, I will expose him. For good 3 years, with all the hatred against him, we have not seen anybody that brought any exposition against him. Nobody. Not in his private life, not in the business circle, not in the struggle, not anywhere. Even while he was in that zoo, defending them, he was not found wanting anywhere. No single person has brought anything against him. There was a time he gave a challenge, even to the governors, that if you have had anything to do with him, come out and say it. Do you know how much they have offered Mazi Nnamdi to buy him over? Do you know how much the federal government of Nigeria is willing to pay to buy Mazi Nnamdi? If you know that, you will understand just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, there are Biafrans that are unbribable. There are some Biafrans that are unbribable. Forget about those idiots who join them in their politics. Clowns who cannot survive in a sane country. People who their brain have been damaged. Fraud have occupied their head that they cannot survive in a sane country except in a fraudulent system. And what do they do? Selling their own people over. Giving their own people over to the enemy. Standing against their own people, including taking the life of their people. Just like the idiots in Enugu State is doing today. Look at what Mba is doing in Enugu State. Governor Peter Mba, look at what he's doing in Enugu State. Instead of protecting his people, he is sending the military after the people. He went and took the land that belonged to the people, the indigenous land, and gave to people who are alien to the place. You gave it to foreigners. These people are not Nigerians. If you have given it to Hausa, we will say, okay, Hausas are Nigeria. If it was to Yoruba, we say Yorubas are Nigeria. If it were to Efik or to Yoruba, we say they are Nigeria. But you gave to Fulanis. These people are fugitive. They have no business in Nigeria. They have no land. They have no location. They were able to come to the northern part of Nigeria and they have captured the whole of the north. The Fulanis, as we speak today, are the ones running their affairs in the north. All the traditional rulers in the north are Fulanis. Go and check. All the traditional rulers in the north, they are Fulanis. The same thing when you come to their government, their governors, all the people that are holding important posts in the north, they are all Fulanis. That is how they have stripped the Hausas of their position. Through the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Hausa is waking up. And as I speak now, Hausa is fighting back to take back their position. The Hausa people are fighting back to take their position. After they have stolen from the Hausas, they feel that they have conquered the Hausa people. That's what they feel. Now they are coming down to the Middle Belt. They came to Middle Belt. Of course, you have seen what is happening in Middle Belt. You see what is happening in Plateau State. You see what is happening in Northern Kaduna, Southern Kaduna. You see what is happening in Benue State. Trying to take over people's land. And in all these regions, these Fulanis have set people away from their own land. They took over people's land. They took over people's land. They destroyed the lives of people in that area, took over the land, and renamed it to a Fulani name. The people were sent to IDP camp. Up to today, as we speak, the people could not be able to return to their village. And the people that took their life are in their land, renamed, and they are enjoying it. And nobody cares. Nobody sees anything wrong with it. Nobody sees anything wrong with it. With all these things that are happening in the north, when you see the northerners crying, with all the problem against the indigenous of the north, Enugu state governor, seeing all this things, and knowing fully well that these people have already taken enough land in the northern part of Nigeria, now they want to come to the south. A governor who claimed to be the representative of people will take the land that belongs to the people and give to these criminals. When the people go to the farm, they have been attacked. There is no protection whatsoever. When they are chasing the farm, they come back to their home. The governor will send the military to go and burn the houses of Biafra. We saw it on video. You saw the home of Biafrans that were burnt. For no just cause. Not because they committed any crime, not because they fought anybody, not because they terrorized or they kidnapped anybody. Simply because they are in that location. Peter and Ba want to send them packing from their own land by force and hand it over to Fulanis. This is how bad the politicians in the southeast are. This is how bad they are. Sell over the right of their people in broad daylight. In this same Ozowani, the Liberation Army of Biafra have been protected and defending them. Right from the time of the ESM was there fighting. Each time ESM defend the area and go away, the military will come in. Whenever ESM come in to defend, the military will come in to distract them. When they distract them, the terrorists will come in and give some life. And yet, a governor, seeing all these things, will still come and continue to pursue a cause that favors the enemy of the people. The idiot went and signed a bill secretly to relinquish land to the Fulanis. A secret bill to establish Ruga that every state of that country rejected, including states in the north. The states in the north refused to give these people Ruga. But Peter Mba in Enugu State is giving them Ruga, secretly signing a bill. This is what we get. And this is why we must get out of the zoo. Because there is no single politician in Biafra land that is on that position legally. Every one of them that have attended that position fraudulently, the government know that they attended there fraudulently, and this intentionally allow them to scale through so that they can use them to manipulate everything that's happening in the southern part of Nigeria. These are criminals who are never qualified for. Go and check all these governors. None of them have the mandate of their people. None of them. No governor in the southeast has the mandate of the people. The only one that seems to have the mandate of his own people is the one in Abia State. And you can see the difference. Even though we don't trust him because he can change at any time. But I'm just telling you, the only person that had at least the mandate of the people is that one in Abia State. Every other governor you see in that very five states that they call their own southeast, every single one of them is handpicked by the Fulanis and placed there. Go and check their record. They never won an election. Check the record. Peter Mba never won the election in Enugu State. He did not win the election. A man that fought certificate. His case was in the court while he was busy signing contract on how to destroy Enugu State. And the only reason why the federal government turned a blind eyes to his fraudulent act, the only reason why the federal government pretended as if they did not know that Peter Mba did not win the election is because they see him as a very good instrument in their hand to manipulate. And they took him through the oath. He swore an oath to serve the Fulanis. And today you can see what he's doing. He is not going to do anything that is going to benefit his people except to continue to fight on behalf of the Fulanis. Exactly the same thing that happened in Imo State. Every one of you know how the idiot in Imo State, Hobo Zorema, came on board. You know how Hope Uzodinma became the governor of Imo State. Imo State people never voted for him. In fact, Hope Uzodinma, his own case is worse that he did not even contest election. Hope Uzodinma did not contest election because there is no way you will control election and you will come fourth position. From fourth position, they will now bring you to be a governor. Somebody that took fourth position did not participate. Even in all ramifications, in all categories, what people always take is first, second, and third. Hope Uzodinma did not fall into any one of these. They picked him and made him the governor because of what he's doing today, because of the agreements he signed today. And you see how Imo State has become. The only mission he has is to destroy his own people, to go against his people, to make sure that his own people remain down. And he has continued to pursue this assignment and pursue this course every now and again. Are you talking about Anambra State? Look at Soludo in Anambra State. Soludo did not win election. He didn't have the mandate of the people. Soludo never had the mandate of the people. How many people voted for him? When that idiot were coming on board, we were warning people, they didn't listen. I was broadcasting every day, no election, no election, no election. Meanwhile, while we were talking to Biafra people, the IPOB in Nigeria was busy encouraging people to go and vote for Soludo. And when he entered, what he do? He started their normal drama. He went to the prison and visited where they arrested Biafrans, innocent Biafrans. He promised them that he wanted to release them. Did you see Soludo release any prisoner? If you saw any video where Soludo gave order to release the Biafran agitators that are being jailed illegally, if you have seen that video, please send it to me. I want to see it. But the time he went to the prison to go and give them that promise, we saw the video. The video was out there. He said he's going to make sure that so many of them are being released, people who are being held captive, simply because they were asking for freedom. In Anambra State, when he took over, he went and visited them. He said he's going to release them. Did you see him release anyone? He was saying he's going to turn the Anambra State to Japan of Africa. How is Anambra State today? The only thing he started doing was to pursue the agenda of the man that put him there, fighting against the restoration of Biafra, fighting against the Biafra agitators. As we speak today, the Fulani people already have Ruga in Anambra State. There is Ruga in Anambra. If you don't know, go, you find out. The video is online. Where somebody, an eyewitness recorded, where the Fulanis have Ruga. In the Anambra State of all people, have Ruga as we speak. He formed his own security outfit. And what are the security outfit doing? The security outfit he has formed is not to secure Biafrans from the kidnappers. It's not to save Biafrans from the Fulanis who are taking their life on the basis. What he formed are security outfit to terrorize the Biafra people. We have seen the security outfit of Anambra State taking the life of Biafra, destroying the life of the youth, manhandling the youth, abusing the youth right, left, and center, including kidnapping themselves. This is a man who promised that he was going to protect you. Now you understand that there is nothing that has to do with the contract for Nigeria that is going to benefit you. If you're one of those who is having that imagination that somehow, some Messiah is going to come to build a nation under this, you are wasting your time. There is nothing that exists under Nigeria that will survive. Anything that exists under that title, Nigeria, will never, ever, ever survive. Stop deceiving yourself. The more you continue to deceive yourself, the more you will face a more serious situation. Everything that tag its name under Nigeria will never, ever survive. Because the foundation of Nigeria is faulty. It's a foundation that was intended to keep people under slavery. The foundation of Nigeria, the intention was to keep people under slavery. There was never a time the intention was to cause growth or create growth. No. It is a British company for the British and to serve British. And as long as you come to play their role and become their stooge, they are going to push you forward. That is why every time you see them, when they want to be a president, you first of all go to England and speak. You go to Chatham House or whatever they call it and speak before you become the president of Nigeria. How many times does the president of US or UK come to Nigeria to speak in order to be approved as a president? How many times? And what makes you different from them? What makes them superior? Who gave them that superiority over you? My fellow Biafrans, I said it that the appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court, and the only thing joy I have is that whenever he appears, a lesson is going to come out. Whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appears in public, revelation comes. Whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appears, more destruction come upon the zoo. That is my joy. Every time you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appear, all you need to do is to pay attention. You will see great revelation. Anytime he's coming to, they say he's coming to court, I only wait to see the revelation that will come. And yesterday you saw it. You know, most of the time when we come online, due to the fact that we are speaking on social media, when we talk, people will think we are just making noise. We don't know what we are talking about. But yesterday, you saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their own court, repeating the same thing we are saying here. When we come here and we tell you that Nigerian government is a terrorist government, it is not because we say it is their law that says it. Their own law says it. When you go outside your country to go somewhere else, to kidnap somebody and bring him to your country through extraordinary rendition, after you must have signed a treaty not to do that, you go against your treaty. Whatever treaty you have signed becomes a law in your country. It is only a terrorist that does not obey the law. They don't have rule of engagement. And that is what you see with the Biafra, with Nigerian government. Nigerian government do not have rule of engagement. The same way is the attitude of their military. That is why when they come to an area, they will burn houses, they will burn properties, they will destroy lives, and they go back. These same people know that their laws say that a man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. But what do you see in Nigeria? Just simply because somebody is a suspect, he will be shot dead. And that is the end. Just that somebody is a suspect, you go and you burn his house. Just that you suspect somewhere that something is happening there, you go there and you take every life that is that area. That is what we see. Only terrorists behave in that manner. No sane country behave in that manner. No sensible country behave in that manner. The only people that act in such manner that Nigeria is acting are terrorists. They are the ones who do not care about human life. All they care about is destruction. And wherever they pass, they will leave a trademark of destruction. That is what we have been saying in Biafra land for a very long time. But we can no longer tolerate that. At the level the Biafran resolution is now, under our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the time for complaint have already expired. The time for petition have already expired. The time for sharing tears and complaints have expired. We are in the time of the restoration of Biafra. And we are going to feed them with any cup they fed us with. Whatever cup they measure with for us, that same cup is what we're going to use to measure for them. Equal measure is what you're going to be giving to them. As we speak, the delegitimization of the contraption called Nigeria in Biafran territory have intensified. As we speak, Biafran land is under the command of the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Biafra Republic government is in charge, the only government that is respected in Biafran territory. Take it or leave it. You can continue to encourage yourself with your lies. You can continue to believe your own lie. It's up to you. But I tell you that the Biafra government is in charge of Biafra territory today. It has been proven through our self-referendum. Today you see the videos of our self-referendum flying everywhere. You see the pictures coming out, and Biafrans are turning out in millions. When the result is called during our convention, November, December, the whole world will shake. That is why I told people, if you are a Biafran and you don't know the importance of self-referendum, you are not human. You are not sensible. If you are a true Biafran and you don't know the importance of this self-referendum that we are shouting about, you are not a true Biafran. Do you know what self-referendum? Do you know how many lives that self-referendum will destroy? Do you know the kind of strength that self-referendum will give to Biafran government? Do you know how far the self-referendum can go to give you right and legitimacy for your freedom? You don't know. That is why you're waiting for people to beg you to go and vote. If you know, you will run with all the speed and go and vote. And you make sure that even the fowl in your house will cast a vote. You will make sure that even a fowl in your house will cast a vote. That is the civic responsibility of every Biafran. We must have to participate in that self-referendum to destroy every single lie they have told against us. That notwithstanding, every one of you knew and can remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that the Biafran people are going to give the mandate before declaration will be made. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it clearly in ABC. He said, when Biafra will be declared, that the people are going to give the mandate. And he said, how we are going to get that mandate, I will not tell you. When the time comes, you will know. That is the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, when the time comes, you are going to know. The time has come. And the only way you can give a mandate to the Biafran government, the only way you can give the mandate to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Israel to announce the restoration of the independence of Biafra, to give that mandate is through your self-referendum. It is through the self-referendum that you can give that mandate, that you can give your consent. Every one of us know that politics is a game of number. Politics is a game of number, and the majority carries the vote. Remember, we are fighting for the restoration of Biafra on three fronts: politically, diplomatically, and armed struggle. Politically, diplomatically, armed struggle. In the armed struggle, our Liberation Army is armed to the teeth, and they look for more arms on a daily basis. We are still expecting and looking for more, and they are more than ready. You have seen videos. It is not just by message. When we tell you something, we show you what it looks like. Videos are flying everywhere. You must have seen the videos that is coming out from the Liberation Army. When it comes to diplomatic level, diplomatically, engagements are going on across the world. Liaison offices have been opened across the world, and every of that liaison office have tendered a letter of recognition. It is not just like, say, you have a coordinator here, you have a coordinator here, you are hiding under your cupboard. After they come, nobody knows you. In this era, everywhere we have liaison offices, the people are known. You go to the government of this area and you attend a letter of recognition. Properly registered. That is the era we are in. And progress is going on. Diplomatic engagements is going on. Our Prime Minister is on the move 247. He's on engagements. Members of the cabinet, ministers are performing one role or the other, engaging the world. The United Nations very soon. You are going to see the Biafra Republic in United Nations making an argument for Biafra. The EU, letters have been sent in all these places, and very, very soon they are going to come calling. Diplomatically, we are on speed, on unimaginable speed. Then you come politically, you can see the political speed we are taking to get the endorsement from Biafra people, to get the mandate from Biafra. You can see the self-referendum, the massive turn-up in Biafra land. Massive turn-up across the world on the self-referendum. You can see it. What else do you want to see to believe that Chukwu Okike have given us the man who has a mantle? What are you waiting for? What else do you want to hear? What else do you want to see for you to know that Biafra is at your feet? Fellow Biafran that are watching, the appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court yesterday should be a wake-up call for all of us. It should be a wake-up call. In case you don't know, for those who were sleeping, So many of us are already awake for a very long time. For those who are still hanging in between, who still think, who are still in their mind thinking that they're going, like the idiots who are talking about political solution, the clowns who are talking about negotiation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that all he wants is justice. He supports justice. That is all he's asking for. We are not begging for any mercy, begging for anything from the zoo. Follow your justice system. Obey your own law. That is what we ask for. That is all we ask for. We are not begging anything from them. And of course, you know they are not ready to obey their law. That is where the Biafra Republicans are coming. We are going to force them to obey their own law. We are going to force them to obey their own law. That is where you and I come in on the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Forget about the nonsense that you hear in the court. Forget about the judge, the lawyers, or whatever. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in your hand. It is we that we force them. What the Biafra Republican is doing and going to do, what the Liberation Army is doing and going to do, is what is going to force them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I bet you, going forward, you are going to see more things happening. The strangulation of Nigeria economy will increase. The neutralizing of all the instruments of Nigerian government in Biafran territory will increase. The game is just getting tougher, and the tough will get going. Fellow Biafra that are watching, any place you are watching me from, I want you to prepare yourself. Continue to give your utmost support to Biafra Republican Desire. That is where your hope lies. Nobody is going to speak with you or stand for you. Your fate is in your hands. It is left for you to take it or leave it. As it stands today, you must rise up to the occasion. Support the Liberation Army the best way you can. Financially, very important, because after the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra, December 2nd, Biafra land will be defended. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the same statement. He said, anytime Biafra is declared, we are going to defend it to the last. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in his own words, said, whenever you raise arm against a government for defense, you must not bring it down until you get victory. You don't raise arm up and bring it down. That is why the dragon flag continue to fly under our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and there is no going back until complete freedom is secured. Fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that is part of this program. Please continue to stand firm and stay strong. We are winning, and victory is sure. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every Biafra that has participated on this program. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, our Air Force, the Strike Force. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land, every officials of the de facto government. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all the members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms on a daily basis. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the Prime Minister and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, wherever he is. We commit him into the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine protection, for divine wisdom, for divine security. Wherever he is, he will never dash his foot against a stone. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We commit our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before Chukwu Okike for divine healing, for divine strength, for divine deliverance, for divine revelation. Wherever he is, let Chukwu Okike be his guide and protector. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. I appreciate every one of you that participated on this program, and I say, may Chukwu Okike keep us strong until we get to our destination, the promised land. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne. If you are free, join me in the evening. I'm going to be here again in the evening to continue the broadcast. If you are free, please try to join me, and we will continue to spread this gospel. Remember, we are in a time where we have to engage in radical evangelism. You are part of it, I am part of it. So please like and share. Make sure you click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I come online. Don't leave it out. Thank you so much, and stay safe.